I'm in the last trimester of my pregnancy, and my mom is pursuing custody of my unborn baby. My mom hates my fiancé, Jadan, because she thinks he's both mentally and physically abusive. She thinks he's lazy. He's gonna be an unfit parent.
I didn't want Kiersten to tell her mother about the baby because I knew she would come in and manipulate the situation and take the baby. You have to kick her out. It's the only way to keep our baby.
My mom thinks that Jadan is a deadbeat and he's never going to be financially stable. She threatens me with taking my baby to keep me away from Jadan.
She already hired a lawyer to make a deal with Kiersten to exile me out of my baby's life. I want her gone.
My mom wants to cut Jadan's parental rights off completely. She doesn't want him to have anything to do with our child.
You need to learn how to put your foot down.
My mom told me that if I was to sit down and sign over the rights of my child, that I would have more of a say in the matter. If not, she's going to withhold my child from me.
Kiersten and I told Karen that we were gonna fight her to the very end for our daughter. Karen told Kiersten that she's gonna lose and the baby will be hers.
Well, Karen says her reason for wanting custody of her grandchild is rational. She believes a young couple will just simply be unfit parents. She says there is absolutely no way she will allow them to condemn this baby to a lifetime of struggling.
My daughter Kiersten is a very smart girl who started making bad decisions, and the worst one she ever made was being with Jadan. Jadan is abusive, controlling, manipulative, and a liar. He's just a horrible human being. I cannot stand him. I want him out of my life. He needs to stay the hell away from my daughter, but I sure as hell don't want him anywhere near my grandkid. Jadan has manipulated my daughter to go back to him and stay in this disgusting, filthy motel. I know there's registered sex offenders and drug users. Together, Jadan and Kiersten have created a horrible environment for each other and an even worse environment for the baby. Kiersten puts herself in harm's way every single day by being with Jadan, and if she's not going to protect herself or that baby, I have to. My plan is for her to come over and bond with the baby, feed the baby, bathe the baby. Jadan, however, would not be allowed to come to my home or be able to see this baby without supervised visitations. He's already made threats to run off to the reservation. There is nothing in the world that Jadan could ever do to ever get on my good side, ever.
Okay, so you're going to have to fill us all in here because looking at the two of you, you're the one that's pregnant.
Yes.
So this is your baby.
Yes.
So under what theory would you think you have any right to someone else's baby?
Somebody has to stand up for this baby and to be a voice for her.
But you're talking about this to your daughter as though it's up to you. I've decided I'm going to take your baby because I don't think you're going to raise it right.
Right.
Well, who gives you that right?
When there's abuse and when there's drugs.
The baby hasn't been born yet.
She's being abused. She's being physically abused. That's not okay. And when she begs me for help, when she also tells other people, including her own counselor, that she's scared to death of Jadan.
Are you being abused?
No.
Have you been abused?
No.
Have you told your mother you're being abused?
I have in the past exaggerated stories and lied out of anger. Then whenever I went to go tell her the truth that he wasn't doing those things, she didn't believe me.
So you've lied?
Yes.
Well, how do I know whether you were lying then or you're lying now?
Because he hasn't.
You've gone to your mother and said, I've been beaten and abused.
Yes.
But in fact, you weren't.
Yes.
Okay. Have you told other people you were beaten and abused?
Yes.
Did you tell a counselor you were beaten and abused?
Yes.
And now, because you want to keep this baby and you want to be with Jadan, you're saying, no, I made all that up at the time.
Yes.
Is that believable?
No, and I can see why it's not.